A woman is now in police custody following the stabbing to death of her reputed husband on Monday. Dead is Michael Wilson of Lot 108 Sideline Dam, Golden Grove, East Coast, Demerara. The police are reporting that the couple were having domestic problems and the deceased frequently accused the suspect of being unfaithful and would physically and verbally abuse her. Further, it was noted by the police that during an argument on Sunday, the victim told the suspect that she was ending their relationship and she would be returning to her parents' home. The police are reporting that the suspect and Michael Wilson were at home when they got into a violent argument, and while the suspect was in the process of packing her belongings to move out of their home, the victim, who was armed with a knife, assaulted the suspect and cut her on the left forearm. The suspect disarmed him and dealt him 2 stabs to his abdomen. Family members of the dead man are not buying that story. They are claiming that the suspect was very abusive to the man, who most of the time works in the interior. His father and sister said they had a family get-together planned for Monday, but then they were greeted with the sad news.
100 out of 100, 1,000,000%. Okay, we were very close. Loving son, dearly. The blue was like not elephant, a tractor, a bulldozer hit my stomach.
So he was very loving. He was very quiet. He's not a hasty person, right? If you know him, you ask anybody, he's not hasty. It's common sense. You can't be in an abusive relationship, and he only came back out to the interior 1 week ago. A week and a half ago. So it's impossible for you to be in an abusive relationship and choose to stay here, right? While he was out in the interior for months, why didn't you leave? Why didn't you leave? You had ample time to leave because no one was in the house. You alone was up here. He had a big gouge on his left hand. There's no way that a man with a big gouge on his hand could actually try to harm you. Out to this defense, if she had hold his hand, I think he would have, tried to hold on his hands. He wouldn't try to run for anything else. He was defenseless. He had no weapon in a bedroom.
Neighbors who were close to the 40-year-old man said he returned home a week ago with a wound to his hand. The woman recalled Michael running and calling for help, drenched in blood.
So I had my back door open. And upon peeping, I just peep out on the back door, right? And I saw my neighbor, Michael Wilson. He was gushed in blood from his head down to his toe, his whole body. And the blood was gushing from his abdomen. And he was bleeding profusely, and he was calling out for my cousin, Odie, Odie, in a low tone of voice. So I ran, I decided to pull him back my head inside, and I start screaming. I said, oh my God, this girl stabbed up Mikey. Yeah, come out. And I don't know who came out, his assistant, but everybody like start. And then my gentleman told me, he said, calm down and call 911, which I did, right? No, he's not an abuser, because he was with my a police girl prior to this relationship with her, you know? And she now, apparently she don't want, she's too, to me, like she's too overprotective, she's too jealous. She don't want Mikey to talk to nobody. My cousin used to be coming over here and he used to dwell downstairs. She had to put a stop into it. And you just get people running in and out every minute. But she got to know that at the end of the day that this place is Michael's father's place and not his place or our place. She live here. She don't speak to nobody. She don't say morning or good afternoon to nobody.
It was coming over. Only thing with me, I have a problem, right? So I can't walk fast, I gotta walk slow. So by the time I meet halfway for come in the yard now, I hear my same cousin who come just now, hollering out, cause you run over. And I turn back. When I turn back now, I holler out for neighbor for they come over for help me, cause it's over at me coming. For help me forget the ambulance and thing. Mikey and I no abuse relationship. Mikey never knock she. Nike, she always running up to you. She always. If na your phone she breaking up, he can't communicate with nobody, nothing at all. She get it inside there. He can't even come out for talk. Me was the only neighbor he coming over by we. and he dey downstairs by me. Saturday night he went out, it's me come and dress. He ain't dress home. He got to hide and dress over me, he got to use me cologne, everything.
Wilson died while receiving treatment at the hospital. The injured woman is being treated at the Georgetown Public Hospital, where she is currently under police guard.